Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Be Big for One Gaming here. Welcome to episode number 10 of winning a national title with every single team. So now, you know what that means. New season. Or not new season. You know. Let's redo that. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Be Big for One Gaming here, and welcome to episode number 10 of winning a national title with every single team in the game. So far, Pittsburgh, last episode, set the record with 3 seasons. Beat Oklahoma State and NC State's record of 4. So, obviously, new episode. This is what we do. We spin the wheel. We'll find out which team we do. And here we go. Which team are we getting here for episode number 10? And it looks like it could be a big dog. It is not. It is Miami of Ohio this time. So instead of a
it's now time to
decent
select your
team,
do you want to build a team
how
from the
we
ground up or take over an
that's
established
Mid-American.
contender?
It is the Mid-American.
Pay attention to each team's
And Miami of Ohio is a
prestige
77
rating, represented
overall,
by the number of
1.5
stars
star
next to
school.
each team's name. And now you'll choose where to.
Of course, we're doing the
you'll
headquarters.
choose
We're
to
going to be a
create coach of your-
tactician.
Congratulations! It's time to sign your first.
And we got to win 8 games. Has us 8 games. So all in all, a very, very tough team because we haven't had any of the big dogs yet. We haven't had Michigan. We haven't had Alabama. We haven't had LSU. Haven't had Washington or Oregon or stuff like that. Not yet. So all in all, we need to figure out a way to see if we can't beat those records. So let's check out this roster. Let's see what we're dealing with here. We actually have a decent right outside linebacker and a middle linebacker, and we actually have a pretty somewhat top-heavy team. I think quarterbacks with Brett Gabbert. I'm pretty sure this is Blaine Gabbert's brother? Son? I think it's his brother. I can't remember. We do have Rodney Drummond, so we do have a couple freshman quarterbacks. Halfbacks, we have Kenny Tracy. Other than that, we have Brunson. Not very many good running backs. Well, it looks like we're going to need some running backs. We desperately need wide receivers. Well, we don't really need this many tight ends, but we have this many tight ends, it looks like. Offensive line is decent, but they're all seniors, so we'll definitely need some offensive line. Defensive line looks decent besides defensive tackle. Left outside linebacker is a freshman, so we'll have that. Middle linebackers are very, very solid with Ty Wise and Corbin Hondrew. Matt Salopek is our best rated person at 93 overall. Corners, not great. We don't have any speed over there. Freshman or junior free safety, we do have 2 freshmen behind him. And of course, strong safety, we do have 2 juniors, a senior and a freshman. Kicker, we do have 2, and we do have a punter, so we will need a punter this season. So I'm going to set up the first round, or I guess the first season. And more than likely, we're not making the playoffs for a couple years. So all in all, I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. All right, so here we are at the end of season number 1 with Miami, Ohio. We went 11-1 and are ranked 16th. I don't know how this team did it. I'm going to be dead honest with just simulating. Only lost game against Notre Dame, which was fair, but we beat Cincinnati, we beat UMass. I then destroyed the MAC conference. And if we win, we go 12-1 and have a very, very good shot in the first season. Well, then again, Texas State would have to lose. But all in all, this could be it right here. So let's simulate, see what we can do here in year number 1 with Miami of Ohio. I don't expect us to make the college football playoff, but you never know. We actually got a couple more guys committed here, and we lost. So it doesn't even matter because, yeah, we lost. So that guy doesn't have a face. Anyways, or a player model. That's what I was going to say. Dylan Gabriel wins the Heisman Trophy. And we'll be facing Louisiana in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. So unfortunately, we don't win the MAC conference. What did we lose by? We lost 44-32. That's unfortunate. So, unfortunately, our first loss in the in the conference comes in the national title game or in the championship game. We're gonna simulate this week, see if we win our bowl game, and then we'll go ahead and simulate past the rest and go from there. And I totally didn't check there, but we did win it. So we win the Myrtle Beach Bowl. We go 12-2 on the season. A very, very solid season for us here. So all in all, we actually have interested schools, but we're not going to take anything. So yeah, so far those guys are staying here. So all in all, let's go ahead, simulate to the end of season recap, see who won the national title game, and we'll find out in season 2 if we do anything. So Pro Potential's up, Coach Billy's up, Coach Prestige is up. That's very, very solid. We'll take that all day. And it looks like Miami, the Florida Miami, wins over Oregon. So Texas State did win. Michigan, Texas A&M, Miami, Texas, Notre Dame, USC, and Oklahoma State, with Baylor, NC State, Oregon, and Georgia all making it as the automatic qualifiers, along with Texas State. And, of course, Oregon loses to Miami, a battle of green teams out in the national championship. So, all in all, that's the end of season number 1. It's on to season number 2. So, here we are in season number 2 with Miami of Ohio. 9-3, have a chance to be 10-3. And, honestly, we have a very good chance at making the college football playoff. A win, and we're in, I believe. It could be wrong, but then again, Western Michigan is 10-2, and they're right behind, or we're right behind them at 18th, and they're 14th. So it's a very good chance that we could sneak in somehow, some way. I don't understand how this team is 9-3 and how this team went 11-2 last year. A couple losses. Wisconsin was one, Cincinnati was one, and Western Michigan early on in the season as well. But we beat Missouri, we beat Georgia Southern. And then we kind of ran through the MAC. We only won 6-3 apparently against Buffalo. But a very, very good season all the way around. 9-3 in total. We're at 81 overall, so even if we do make it, I don't think we're going to be going very far. But all in all, it's going to decide right here, right now. Conference championship, simulating it, and it looks like we're going to lose. So we go 9-4 on the season. So again, just missing out on the college football playoff again, and just missing out on the MAC championship for the second season in a row. Tyler Brown wins the Heisman at 90 catches, 1,300 yards, and 22 touchdowns. There's a lot of touchdowns. And we're going to be facing Louisiana in our bowl game, and the Camellia, I think that's how you say it. I'm terrible at names. So all in all, and we're just going to go ahead and submit to the end of season recap. And then we're going to go through the college football playoff, of course. So, all in all, another decent season. Just unfortunately couldn't get it done late in the year to try to make it into the CFP. Yeah, we go 10-4. We do get the win. While Pro Potential went down to a D. Coach Ability, Coach Prestige is up. Athletic Facilities is up. That's really, really nice. But yeah, it looks like Michigan beats Clemson in year number 2, where Tulsa actually made. That's really surprising that Tulsa made it. No, Western Michigan did make it. They're number 4. I was like, where did Western Michigan go? I swear I saw them. But they end up getting the 4 seed and getting stomped by Georgia Tech. So, all in all, not too shabby. Tulsa, Western Michigan, Iowa State, and Clemson were the automatic qualifiers, with Georgia Tech, Tennessee, Penn State, Alabama, Oklahoma, Miami, and Oregon making it. And, of course, Michigan going undefeated on the season, winning 28-21 over Clemson. So, all in all, good season. Just wasn't where we wanted it to be. But, yeah, so far, so good. 12-2 and 10-4 in our first 2 seasons with both bowl wins. So, let's keep it going on to season number 3. All right, and here we are in season number 3. We're 10-2 again. Another solid season from Miami of Ohio. Beat Pitt, beat Ohio. We lost Cincinnati, unfortunately, but beat FCS, beat Georgia State. Then we went on a run. We beat Akron, Ball State, Kent State, Eastern Michigan, Bowling Green, Buffalo. And then, unfortunately, we lost to Western Michigan. So, unfortunately, we don't go undefeated in the MAC, but we are ranked 18th. If we can beat Central Michigan, we can maybe have a shot at the college football playoff. So it all depends on here. This is the third straight MAC championship game that we're in. We finally in it. Can we finally win it? It's 3 times the charm. Let's hope. Let us hope. And we lost again. I don't know. I really don't know how we lost again. We lost 34-31. So 3 straight years that we don't win the MAC championship. And it is what it is, unfortunately. Can't complete the seasons. So, unfortunate, but Gunnar Stockton wins the Heisman. 4,000 yards, 44 touchdowns, 4 interceptions here in year number 3. And we have to face South Alabama in the same bowl as we had last year. As we are ranked 20th, so we're staying ranked at least. But, man, those losses are tough. Especially Central Michigan's not a good team as well. With, we're in the MAC. It's not like we're facing North Carolina or stuff like that. We end up losing as well, so we go 10-4 to end the season. And it looks like Notre Dame beats Alabama in the national championship. It looks like Arkansas State, Alabama, who was unranked as well. How did they make it out of the SEC? Anyways, I don't know how. This is a very weird year. Honestly, if we would have made it, if we would have won, we would have made it as the 12 and faced Oregon, which we probably would have got blown out. But besides the point, USC, Charlotte, and Clemson all making it as the automatic qualifiers, with Oregon, Iowa State, Florida State, Michigan, Notre Dame, and Nebraska and Georgia as the at-large bids. So that is the end of season number 3. It is going to be on to season number 4. So here we are in season number 4. We go 12-0 on the season. Forgot to simulate 1 week to get to our MAC Conference Championship, which we are facing Ball State. I did see that on here. So we just need to win, and we get a bye, which is going to be really, really nice. This team has done amazing. We started our 85 overall redshirt freshman quarterback as well, and he has done very, very solid for us. We started Purdue over Escobar, and Purdue's been amazing with his 96 throw power. Has been really, really, apparently really helpful for this team with Miami of Ohio. So it all depends. If we get a bye with this win right here against Ball State, if we win, we get a bye. If we lose, we're probably playing in the first round. We got a kicker on there. Hopefully we won't need that kicker here soon. We do win, so we go 13-0 on the season. That means we win the MAC championship, and that means we're getting a bye in our first ever college football playoff run here with this team. So it's going to be a fun time to see. Again, 4 seasons. It's not going to beat Pitt's record, which only happened in 3. But it could tie NC State and Oklahoma State right here, right now. This is very, very weird having a MAC school be this high up. We've had a couple of 4-stars commit to this team, especially in like the first 2 years. But last year, I don't think we ever did. Xavier Jordan wins the Heisman, 6'9" catches, 1,200 yards. We ended up having that one 5-star player too. I think our first season or second season in. We just redshirt him because, Escobar was doing pretty good. But now we're facing Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl. This will be a tough matchup because I believe they're still a 90 overall. I don't expect us to go really anywhere in this playoffs, but who knows? We actually did end up getting to 4. Don't know why because, I guess we are the MAC school that came in, but it is whatever. But Oklahoma beat Arkansas State 34-31. Arizona also made as an automatic qualifier. I don't know how they did. I guess they were one of the top schools. I don't know. South Carolina, us, Arizona, USC, and USF all made it as the automatic qualifiers. With Arkansas, Oklahoma, Oregon, Utah, Pitt, Notre Dame, and Arkansas State made it as the at-large bids. So all in all, first ever playoff game for Miami of Ohio. here. They're a 90 overall. Like I said, this was going to be tough because they're a 90 overall. We're an 84. I highly don't expect us to tie the 4 from NC State and Oklahoma State, but you never know what could happen here. So all in all, here we go. Of course, we're going quarter by quarter. First quarter, nothing doing on both sides. We end up getting a field goal. So it's 3-0 early after 1. Second quarter, they get a touchdown after a quick stop, and then another stop. Okay, at half, it's 7-3. We have a shot. And they get a field goal to make this a 10 or a 7-point game. Now it's the fourth quarter, 10-6. So no touchdowns. We get a sack, and we get a stop early. So we're going to start the ball. I don't even know where this is at. It's at our own 32, and it's incomplete. And then a run for 2, and then incomplete. So we got to punt it right back. 4th down and 5, we get the stop. It's going to be punted for a touchback. Now a big play for 15 yards. Now another one for 15. Another one for 13. A solid run for 3, and then we get sacked, or a negative yard rush. That's the 2-minute timeout. Now a gain of 10 for a first. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. This is the game, and it's incomplete. It was dropped. We do get the ball back with 46 seconds left. We get a 26-yard gain, and that's intercepted, and this game is over. So, unfortunately, we lose to Oklahoma in our first game. 10-6 was very, very nice, but unfortunately, we don't get the win over Oklahoma. So, all in all, I was not expecting us to win. I'm very surprised we even went 13-0 in this season. But our window is open, especially with our quarterback that is elite dev as well. So, our window is open. Unfortunately, we're not tying NC State or Oklahoma State, but we can have a chance to maybe even make it next year as well. But, of course, checking who wins tonight. I don't know why our coach stability went down. I'm guessing maybe we signed someone, or maybe one of our guys got taken here. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I'll check that in a minute. But looks like Oklahoma beat Arkansas State. That's a wild championship. Wow, they did. Arkansas State went all the way. Oklahoma, we end up losing to the national champions, and we actually were their only fight till they beat Arkansas State 10-6 and 30-27. So all in all, pretty good college football playoff. But yeah, that's it for this season. And again, just check in where there's coach contracts, and that's the end of season number 4. It's on to season number 5. And here we are in season number 5 here with Miami of Ohio. Another very good season. We go 12-0. I mean, back-to-back years. And again, you see no forced wins at all. So, all in all, we beat Pitt. That was ranked at the time. We beat Ohio in the first week. I don't know why we had Ohio week 1. But, hey, I guess it is a scheduling thing. I don't know the schedule for MAC conferences. But, all in all, some solid wins. A couple close wins late in the year. But all in all, we get Kent State. We already won one time against them. If we do again, we are going to be guaranteed another bye in the first round. So let's see if we can win it here. Let's just simulate past. Obviously, we're probably going to make it either way, I think. And we have a little bit of a better team. We do win the MAC. So we maybe get a first round bye. I should say maybe because we're not one of the top. Well, we did go 13-0, so who knows at this point. Davis wins MAC Offensive Player of the Week, even though he had 5 carries and 42 yards. Nice. So that means we probably didn't do any scoring whatsoever in that game. It looks like we won 34-17, so I'm kind of surprised that he got the Player of the Week, even though Purdue had 288 yards and 4 touchdowns. So I don't know what it was, so I don't know. But anyways, let's check the bracket because we should have a bye. We do. Looks like us, Alabama, Clemson, and Nebraska, and Charlotte get the automatic qualifiers with Miami, Oregon, Wisconsin, Virginia, Notre Dame, LSU, and Michigan getting the at-large bids. So I'm really hoping that we can face Charlotte in that first round or in that second round, so we can try to have a shot in the Final Four there. So get a couple offensive linemen for recruits, obviously. Hopefully, maybe that doesn't matter. We also get Coach of the Year, or we had a Coach of the Year. We also get a Coordinator of the Year as well. That means more than likely they're going to be gone. Matt Blau wins the Heisman, 2,900 yards, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And we are going to be advancing to next week because we don't really need to worry about this week 1. So here we are in week number 2. And let's see how we do. We do face Charlotte, so that's actually kind of the one I wanted because I feel like we have a better shot at facing Charlotte than anything. We looks like we keep both of our guys as well, so that's very, very nice. We'll check next week as well. But yeah, this week, so we know that Charlotte won. They beat Miami 30-18. Wisconsin, Notre Dame, and Michigan won as well. So winner of this game hopefully does not have to face Bama, but they're 12-2. Be a tough game. They're in 84. We're in 86. So let's get it started here for this game. Hopefully we can get a win and get our first win in the college football playoff. But here we go. Let's see how we do. Obviously, we're going quarter by quarter. First quarter down is going to be a touchdown for us in our third drive of the game. Looks like we still have the ball, but we're up. Might have to punt. Yeah, we have to punt away to start the quarter. 7-0, now 14-0 after a one-play touchdown. And it is a nice little 14-0 lead for us here in the second half. Now it's a 21-0 lead, and we might just go a little quick with this. Looks like we have the ball at the 38-yard line, and we miss. Or no, we punt the ball. Okay, and we get a turnover. It's 24-0, and that's going to be the final score of the Cotton Bowl. 24-0 over Charlotte. Very, very nice win. We move on to the Final Four. I guess the semifinal game of 4. We might have a chance at winning taking 5 seasons to win it all with Miami of Ohio. I thought this, to be honest with you, I thought this was going to take at least 6-7 seasons to even get to this point. But so far, back-to-back years, we had a chance for these games. We get a MAC Defensive Player of the Week because we're the only ones playing pretty much at this point. 5 catches, 135 yards, and a touchdown. We had to face Wisconsin in the Fiesta Bowl. This will be a tough matchup. Very, very tough. But I think we can do it. What was their team? So they won 47-40 against Alabama. Can I check this box score? I can. They won in overtime. They were down a ton. They scored 15 in the third, 18 in the fourth, and then 7 in overtime to win it. So hopefully we can stop them. But that, again, be a tough matchup. But Wisconsin, Miami of Ohio. Let's do it. Let's try to get this win. We actually are the better team on paper. We are in 86. They're in 84. Again, back-to-back games where we've had the overall advantages. Let's see how we do.
Welcome, folks, to
Need this win.
Arizona,
Would like the win.
site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl,
So again, quarter by quarter. First quarter down, and Wisconsin puts up a field goal. We put up a touchdown to go up 7-3. Second quarter down here, and we're going to get a field goal to make the 7-point game. Now a touchdown, 17-3, and now it's 17-6 at the half after a field goal as time expired. Wisconsin, though, gets another field goal. It's 17-9, so we're up 8 points. I'm going to go a little bit quick here, just trying to waste some time. But we get a first down. A field goal, I think, puts us in a pretty good lead, and we miss it. Oh, no, we punt the football. Why are we punting the ball there? They punt the football. And now a penalty on the defense. That gives us a free first down, and that's got a touchdown for Miami of Ohio. We're up 24-9, and we get a turnover. And just like that, we are going to the national title game in year number 5 with Miami of Ohio. Unbelievable. What happened to Wisconsin? Our defense played out of their minds. I mean, wow, also Purdue got hurt in this game too. And we had to go to our backup quarterback, dropping 3 touchdowns. So all in all, 24-9 win. We'll take that all day. So now we move on to the national title game. A semifinal playoff win. We would face the winner of Nebraska and Clemson. So two very, very tough teams if we do have to face them. And honestly, I really hope for, I don't know who at this point. It could be an all-red national title game. It could be red versus orange. Yeah, red versus orange. Gotkowski, the backup quarterback coming in to win this. And we do have to face Nebraska, so it's an all-red national title game. It's 6 versus the 2. I think it's actually 4 versus 2 because we were the 4 seed. I don't know why it still has us at 6 when we were the 4 seed. I don't know. They are the 2 seed, though. Trying to go undefeated. They are 13-2. They beat up on Clemson. Pretty good. They won 55-31. All right, so here we go. Nebraska, Miami, Ohio. Can we get the win here in our 5th season with them? They're an 87 overall team. We are an 86. It's an all-red national title, like I've said before. But hey, you never know what can happen. Just need to get a solid win.
Welcome everyone.
Doesn't matter how.
College football history as
But we need to win.
this season's national champion.
Almost selected to play on accident. That was not going to be good. But anyways, quarter by quarter. We don't do anything on our first drive. They don't either. And looks like we have the ball in their territory to start the second quarter. And we get a field goal. So it's 3-0 lead. And it's now a 7-3 lead for Nebraska in the half. But we get a touchdown to start the third after getting a stop. So 10-7 here in the fourth quarter. And they will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. And some solid plays for Nebraska. Gets them all the way down. And they're going to have to kick a field goal to tie this game up with 4:15 to go. 3rd and 1. We get the first down barely. On 2nd down and 6. And we don't get the first. And now Nebraska's got a chance to take the lead with no time on the clock. And they miss a 19-yard field goal. So now we have the ball, and it's going to be overtime. Nebraska will start with it, and they have to kick a field goal. We have a chance to win it. 2nd down and 10 after an incomplete pass. A pass for 7 for now a first down on a run. 1st down and 10. We get sacked for -6. And it's going to be a touchdown on the next play. It didn't even show it. But our backup quarterback of Gotkowski wins it for Miami of Ohio in overtime. We have to give a big hand to our defense here, only giving up 10 points in the whole game. Because, my goodness, I don't understand how we got that win, to be dead honest with you. But we win as Miami, Ohio in 5 seasons. It has happened. An overtime victory against Nebraska. And it was a tough game. Our halfback wins it. 16 carries, 113 yards, and a touchdown. Was the player of the game. And, yeah, there it is. Miami of Ohio took 5 seasons to win it all. We'll get with stats and everything at the end here like we always do. But, man, that was a tough one. I will say. Winning it in 5 seasons was tough. But, hey, we go undefeated as well. I don't know if I think that might have been our first one, but I'm not sure. But, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 seasons in, and we finally get the dub. But, of course, looking at the stats and everything, of course, at the very end of the season, Purdue, 2,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, only had 2 picks on the whole season. He got hurt at the end of the year, and, you know, as an 86 overall, and he was a torn labrum as well late in the year, and this is, you know, he was a very, very good player that had chances of going even more. I might have to finish this save just to see how, like, high overall he would go. But Gotkowski, the backup halfback or backup quarterback, having to come in, throws 370 yards, but 4 touchdowns to 1 interception. Ringer. Yeah. We're going to call him Joshua. And Joshua with 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. Very, very solid. Purdue even had some as well on the ground with Davis as the backup. Of course, Davis led our team with receiving yards. Ezekiel was second with 2 less carries and only down by 6. That's math. Math is hard. 6 there. Algier had 8 touchdowns. We don't look at that. Harriman had 100 tackles. We had Hammonds had 20 tackles for a loss and had 10 sacks on the season. Led the team. Gaddis had 7 interceptions. Harriman had 5 of his own. We also had Gaddis lead the team with deflections. This is catches allowed. Harriman had 13 and Gammon had 10. My goodness. But Harriman, Ali, Tecklenburg, I think that's how you say the name, with a couple forced fumbles. We only had 2 recovered, or 4 recovered though. 2 by Carney and 2 by Gaddis. We did have a couple defensive touchdowns. Harriman and Gaddis had some as well. So all in all, a very, very good season. But if you guys did enjoy the video, hit that like button down below. It really helps out the channel. Also, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We post these videos every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central or 3 p.m. Eastern and 12 Pacific. So if you guys do want to see more, hit that subscribe button. You'll also check out some other series we have going on. As Ball State happens every Tuesday and Thursday. And, of course, our Zoo Overall highlights Dynasty on Monday. So, all in all, I appreciate everyone for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.